Hello everyone, I'm the Canadian Gaming Penguin. Back in December, the Starlight Celebration event took place. Yes, I know that was over 2 months ago now. Anywho, after completing the main quest line for the iteration of the event, a repeatable quest was unlocked. In this video, I will be going through the different endings for the repeatable quest. Before I do that, however, I will first show one playthrough of the quest just so that you have an idea as to how the quest played out. We are in Greatloam here, and we need to speak with Amy well, I don't know how to say her name, so she's named Amy. A certain esteemed personage would speak to you immediately, and Amy is ready to introduce you. The saint wishes to speak with you again. You will humor him, won't you? I will, because I've already done the quest once, and she probably says something different because of that. You can see what that is in my event video of it. Back so soon? I had a feeling you couldn't bear to be away from the jolly old Saint of Nimia for too long. Ho ho ho! Ready? Then let us enjoy yourselves a most inspiring stroll. And again, it's going to explain to you the different things about this. I'm not going to read that, but you will see that the Saint of Nimia is now accompanying me. And so we have 6 different spots here. In my event video, we stopped at the Leatherworkers Guild, here in the, I guess, the Ebony Stalls area, and then the Lancers Guild. There's also by the Apkallu, there we go, Apkallu Falls, and over here by the Whistling Miller, and then in the Botanist area by the Greatloam Growery. We are going to do these 3 again, and then we will be doing these 3. So let us be about it and head to the Leatherworkers Guild, which is just over here, and enjoy the different festive decorations. And since I've turned off most of the HUD, you can actually see it a lot better. And here we have our first little quest marker, so we bring our NPC, aka Saint of Nimia, into the circle here, and then we can communicate with him. Oh ho! What a remarkable collection of most masterfully crafted leatherwork! I would expect nothing less from the home of the Fenyiel brand. These would make marvelous gifts indeed, though perhaps not for children. For one as cultured as you, however, I do believe this bag would be perfect. It complements your powerful silhouette most remarkably. What do you say? Might you have something in mind for me? Ah, but there are a few greater pleasures in life than exchanging presents with friends and loved ones. Just imagining the delight in their eyes upon receiving the item you so carefully chose for them. This stroll truly has been most eye-opening. Doing this every year, one tends to fall into a bit of routine. Slowly but surely, you are helping me remember the true joys of the season. Why, I dare say I'm feeling as excited and motivated as I did during the inaugural Starlight Celebration. Ho ho ho! It would appear that the Saint of Nimia has found some small measure of inspiration. You may make for Nofika's altar if you are ready to end your stroll or accompany him to other locations that you might inspire him further. So as you can see, we could stop right there, and then we'll explain this again. I'm not going to go over that. So we could stop there because we only needed to make one stop, and as you can see, these are now optional. Once we go to 2 more places, this will be the only marker that we'll see on the map. So, with that, we'll now head over to the shopping area over this way. You're gonna float in the air again? Nope. And the next circle is over here. Saint of Nimia. Speak about the marketplace. But of course, if the perfect gift is to be found, what better place to search for it than in a marketplace chock full of the finest wares? By all means, let us have a look around. Out of curiosity, what manner of purchase is it that usually inspires you to come to these markets? Arms and armor, perhaps? Or foodstuffs? Something more ornamental. Do tell me if anything has caught your eye. I don't do much shopping. I buy materials from time to time. It used to be belts. I still want to pick this, but I don't want to. And I buy materials from time to time. Oh ho! I see. Prefer to make things yourself then. 'Tis another quality we share. After all, I am known as one of the realm's greatest goldsmith. Pardon me. That is to say, as the Saint of Nimia, I take pride in personally handcrafting every single gift that I deliver. Well, there are certainly plenty of wonderful items from which to draw inspiration. As always, your perspective has provided most enlightening, my friend. It seems the Saint of Nimia is sufficiently inspired. Accompany him to Novika's altar when you are ready to depart. And so our next stop will be this way. Saint of Nimia, speak about the Lancers Guild. Oh ho! So these are the barracks of the Wood Whalers. It's most inspiring to see everyone hard at work. Mayhap they would also be inspired to feast their eyes on my own muscles, though they may be difficult to see through all these clothes. Behold! Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! Impressive, are they not? You're free to feel them for yourself. The sight alone does not suffice. No, thank you. Come now, my friend. There's no need to be shy. But nothing stimulates the mind more than moving one's body. I dare say I'm feeling more inspired by the moment. Okay then. It would appear that the Saint of Nimia has found the inspiration he seeks. You may accompany him to Novika's altar once you are ready. So, as you can see now on the map, we don't have those other options. We only have the Novika's altar, as I mentioned before, as I hit the wrong button. So we are going to head to Novika's altar. Wait, what? Q! I'm not going to explain who these two characters are, but this is literally the first time I've seen them out in the open world. So like, hi! And bye! Every once in a while you'll be able to see them and stuff, but cool! I've only ever heard about that happening. And it's sad that I only just noticed it now. I wonder if they were there before. Saint of Nimia. Oh ho! As all good things do, it would seem our little journey together has come to an end, and I can just feel the fire of inspiration coursing through me. Many thanks for the kindling, my friend. Now, all that remains is to bring my ideas to life in the form of gifts for the children. Yes, I must be off to my workshop. That said, I very much enjoyed our little Starlight stroll together. I do hope you feel the same. It was entertaining. Ho ho ho! My apologies if I got a bit carried away at times. As the Saint of Nimia, I vowed to devote my life to helping others. I believe the two of us are rather alike in that sense. And your exploits this season have reminded me anew of just what the Starlight spirit is all about. Anyone, be they man or beast, can bring joy and wonder to the world if they so choose. I like how my staff is glowing. It's a wonderful thing, is it not? I must channel all this vim and vigor towards crafting new gifts for the children. Alas, I fear this means our time together is at an end. Ho ho ho! Don't tell me, you're curious about what I'll be making for them, yes? Walking about town with you, I was struck by the calmness. I felt looking at the streetscapes veiled in white, and the warmth that welled up in my heart in seeing the smiling faces of the townspeople. That's when it hit me. I could craft snow globes. Yes, little spheres of glass depicting the starlight season here in Gredonia. The children would enjoy that, don't you think? Uh-huh. And with that, I'd best get to work giving physical form to my ideas. Do send Amy my regards. Ho ho ho! Bye-bye. And so back to talking to Amy we do, and we're going to take the Ethernet chart this time because we can. And speaking to Amy here. The saint was beaming from ear to ear on his way out. You must have had quite the time together. But where's my head? He left us as a special Starlight gift just for you. Well, I do hope you enjoy the festivities, and if you're so inclined, do check back in with the saint before the season's over. I'm sure he'd be overjoyed to see you again. And with that, we get the Magic Prism Sunshine, and as you can see, I don't have any more in my inventory, but that is because I have stored them in my retainer. And where am I going? I'm supposed to be talking to Amy again. And that was the quest. Now, obviously there are different locations that one could visit, so I will next show each of those, excluding the ones I just showed, to not be repetitive in this video. I do have timestamps to mark each of the locations, however, in the event that someone might want to just see those. I do have to note that one thing I didn't test was whether or not the dialogue changed at the different locations for each of the response choices, nor did I test on whether or not it mattered what order one would visit the different locations. That said, here are the remaining locations and the dialogue that would occur. Saint of Nimia. Oh ho! Such a lovely tranquil place, yes? Just gazing out upon the dancing water gets my juices flowing. I am all but certain that inspiration will strike me any moment now. Yes, I can feel it coming. Almost there. He's got nothing. Or perhaps not. Well, oh well. I was certain I had something for a moment there, but it seems to have eluded me. No matter, my mind is now clear and ready to be filled with new ideas. I must say, spending time with you has been every bit as stimulating as expected. It would appear the Saint of Nimia has found some small measure of inspiration. You may make for Nafika's altar if you are ready to end your stroll or accompany him to other locations that you might inspire him further. And there's our little circle. Is it really that close to there? Huh. Saint of Nimia. Speak about the Watermill. I like their stars in the water. Oh ho! What a lovely spot indeed! I must say, attuning my ears to the sound of the babbling river and spinning waterwell instills me with a transcendent calm. But no inspiration. That said, it is a bit chilly here at water's edge, is it not? Most fortunate that I'm layered up nice and warm. You are? Why, I dare say I was even feeling a bit hot. Yes, a bit of cool air might have been just what I needed for inspiration. Okay then. Perhaps I could make a gift of garb and garments to keep out the chill of winter. Yes, that would be a fine idea. Why did I not think of this sooner? Yay for the idea and stuff. It seems the Saint of Nimia has is sufficiently inspired. Accompany him to Nafika's altar when you're ready to depart. But first we are headed to the Botanists Guild, which is this way. No. It's across the bridge and that way. That way. I guess we could have just ran that way. I know what I'm doing. And there we can see it. We are gonna hoppity hop our way down. Oh, it's really pretty right here. It is pretty there. Anyway, talking to Saint of Nimia. Speak about the Greatloam Growery. It's also really pretty because it's nighttime. Ho ho! Such a magnificent tree! Clearly it's been tended to with the greatest of care.
You can feel the love that those who work here have for nature. A gentle tranquility permeates the very air around us. It's quite the departure from the bustling crowds that are the norm at most places I visit. Why, just the other day at the The gold source, as in a mine of sorts. Yes, I'm so inspired I feel as if I have struck gold. Oh. You do know I know who you are, right? But what treasure still awaits us? Onward we go! It would appear the Saint of Nimia has found the inspiration he seeks. You may accompany him to Nafika's altar once you are ready. And to Nafika's altar we go if we go in the correct direction. And stop hitting buttons that were not meant to meant to press. English, I do greatly. And that was all the dialogue for the different locations. Now it's time for the different endings. There were a few different ways that the quest would end, depending on if you visited 1, 2, or 3 locations. With the 3 locations visited, the ending itself had a few variations too, but I'll get to that in a bit. If you only visited 1 or 2 locations, this was the ending. Saint of Nimia. Ho ho, all good things are kindling, my friend. Now Ah, so we have different options here for the what we say. It was exhausting, it was entertaining. I'm guessing the entertaining one is always the same, and you won't have the do we have to depart so soon if you've done the 3. So we will see that in a moment. And I'm guessing that he still does the snow globy bit. Yes. Okay, that's all the end. It's just our options of what we say at the end that's different. So, let's go through that again. We'll do the exhausted one first. But first, a bit of a distraction. The most beautiful one of them all. Amy. Let's go back over to the piggy over here. I thought that was a player. I'm the most beautiful of them all. Since when are you a snowman, Mr. Piggy? Hmm? Yeah, that's what I thought. Saint of Nimia. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. It was exhausting. Oh, my apologies if I got a bit carried away at times. Same thing, same thing. Okay, so that didn't change anything. So only if we talk to 3 do we have the 3rd option. So that's probably going to have a bit of a different ending. If you visited 3 locations, and I will note that it didn't matter which 3 locations were visited, this was one of the different endings. But first, a little bit of a distraction. Again. It's a little Moogle. I mean, Lalafell. Saint of Nimia. So, blah blah blah, many thanks, blah blah blah. Must we part so soon? Oh, well, if you insist, perhaps I could linger just a bit longer. Say, did you know that skilled hearers can attune their ears to the voices of the elementals? It got me thinking, do you suppose that on certain special occasions we could hear them as well? I dare say if there's any time that we might, it would be during the Starlight season. Shall we try it then? Close your eyes and open your ears. Come now, it'll be fun.
You close your eyes and listen closely to the sounds of nature around you. Slowly but surely, the bustling noises of the city fade and you can feel your mind clearing. Ah! Ah! Achoo! Did you hear anything? If there's anyone the elementals would speak to, undoubtedly it is you. Yes, it's only a matter of time now, I'm certain of it. Whatever you do, don't open your eyes. Yes, just like that. Don't move, and no peeking. A warm hand caresses you. Wait, what? Will you open your eyes? Well, okay, now I have to do this more than once. I guess no is the answer. You keep your eyes tightly shut and focus on the voices of the elementals. Nation waste not, great, vena, groundwork. You hear mumbling whispers but cannot discern precisely what is being said. Will you open your eyes? No. It would appear laymen like us cannot hear the elementals after all. Still, our moment of quiet meditation has brought me clarity of mind. I know exactly how I will get started on this year's presents. Joining you for a brisk stroll through the snow-veiled forest has truly invigorated me. My head is finally clear enough for me to start working on gifts for the children. Ho ho ho! And everything's repeated, so okay. Obviously, I need to redo this again. Oh hey, this is different. Look, the saint is here! Ho ho ho! Happy Starlight to one and all! I hope you boys and girls are looking forward to your presents this year. That adventurer over there inspired me with a wonderful, with a wonderful new idea. I think you're all in for quite the surprise. Yay! Of course, as you saw, there were different options of dialogue that you could pick. And depending on what you chose, it did change the ending, albeit slightly. So let's go through each of them. Alrighty, and here we go. I'm going to say no to the first option and yes to the second option. And I'm totally not doing this a second time because I totally didn't forget that I had stopped recording so I could save editing time. Must we part so soon? Alrighty, and so for this option, I'm going to, well, once the option is up, first he has to sneeze. First we're gonna go with no. And we're gonna go with yes. Oh, I fear you've caught me. I was hoping the image of your resting face would provide for me the last jolt of inspiration, but alas, it seems you were wise to my ruse. Joining you for a brisk stroll, and we're repeating the same thing. Snow globes, Amy guards, and we do in fact run into the kids again, which I thought we wouldn't initially. Because I totally didn't have to do this before, and this is totally not the second time. And he says the same thing as here as well. So now we need to do this again, and this next time I will say yes to the first part. Alrighty, and here we go again. Must we part so soon? Yes. Let me guess, super close. Yep. You've got a little something on your face. Fret not, it's gone now. Joining you for a risk scroll, blah 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 blah. Same thing. And we run into the kids again. And he says the same thing. And that is it for this video. As you can see, there are a few different options to explore with this repeatable quest, and I hope that you were able to see all of these different endings when the event was up, and if not, here you go. I do also want to apologize for this video getting out super late. Anyways, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.